Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, the generous donations, super chat, super thanks, hypes, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring this bell. Let's clear out this energy, and then we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us this evening. That's a ring when whatever somebody put out is coming right back. I feel like somebody thought that they could play with you. Hey, sis. Hey, Ms. Mahogany Drag. Somebody thought that they could play with your heart, that they could string you along, and you was always going to be there. See, they always wanted to be with you because they always saw you as an earth angel. Get back here. But they never thought that you was going to wake up. They never thought that you were going to be unimpressed. And now who they're stuck with is someone that's just like them, but just a little worse. Hey, High Priestess. Hey, Nurse Oasis. Hello, Behavin'. How are you? Bottom of the deck. Somebody's protecting themselves. Somebody's just standing 10 toes down for themselves. They don't want nothing to do with this person. Someone is just tired. They don't want no more games. They don't want no more playaways. They don't want no more lies. They don't want any more mistruths or nothing like that. They just want to be left alone. And it's justice. Somebody, they played too many games. They did too much. They was all about their own ego. They was all about, what they could get, not caring about what they was putting out. I'm watching you, Sasha. Get over here. Hey, Ayana. Hey, Noni. Someone didn't think about everything that they were sending out, that it was going to come back to them. Somebody thought that they was going to be happy with you. Now they find that you're happy and they're not. They find that you're happy somewhere else. Hey, the soul archetype. Someone, they regret playing with you. They regret taking you for granted because you know what? They always pictured that they was going to get you in the end. They felt like they was going to get you. You was just going to be like, oh, baby, I was waiting on you to finally, after all this time, choose me. They thought it was going to be like that. But instead, you was like, if you don't get your old stanky, greasy ass the fuck on, you said you don't want nothing to do with this person. Absolutely nothing. See, this person is finding out that they play too many games when they should have been working on this. Sasha, get over here and sit down like I told you. When they see that they should have been working on this, they was playing games. They weren't taking anything seriously, which caused you to walk away. Which caused you not just to regular walk away. When they saw you walking away, they also saw your middle finger doing like that in the sky too. You didn't care who this person was around. You didn't care who they chose to work with, who they cared to be with, who they cared to sleep with. You no longer cared. You said you better off being alone. And that's exactly what you did. You was better off doing you. You said you'll wait for the beggar in the street before you get with this motherfucker player. Hey, LP. Hey, Red Violet. Now somebody's looking at what they got. Now they wanna, scrape together their pennies and see if they can give you a little gift. A gift that, because of all these lies that they told you, all these excuses that they had. See, this person just don't realize that every lie, every excuse, God told you don't believe that bullshit. Those are lies. Those are excuses. God told you to go ahead and go on your own way. Get in your car and leave. Give them the sweet spot gang sign and roll down that window to make sure they can see that you're doing 2 of these and 1 of these. Hey, Malcolm. Hey, I see. Feel the light. How are you? Whatever they thought, that shit is over. That's what they thought. And as they can check their bank account, they'll see they ain't getting paid to think. Because their ass is broke. You heard what they had to say. All of it. All the lies, all the misconceptions, all the untruths. You heard all of it and you made your own decision. You discerned every single thing this motherfucker had to say. See, they didn't realize that they was dealing with an earth angel. They didn't realize that you saw them for who they really were. And they did not realize that they was going to regret the day that they thought that you was going to hold them down while they out holding everybody else down. You got yours. You know who you are. You know you are wifey material or husband material, however the shoe fits. And you wasn't worried about it. See, this person, like I said, they were the ones that was sitting there saying, oh, I could do whatever I want and I could act however I want. I'm a catch. Sure. Yeah. If you trying to catch a hoe. But if you wanted a woman or a real man, you should have been more than just a catch. You should have stood on it. This person, they didn't think that you saw them. They didn't think that you knew that they was betraying you every moment that they took. They didn't think that you knew they was out there acting like a wild 2-bit hoe, whether it was a man or a woman. Did I say hello, Noni? Would you say I ran, I run it, I flew, like I zoomed off with my whole heart, spirit, and soul? I know that's right. Hey, High Priestess. You closed that chapter. Because you knew that you had everything that you needed to create the life that you wanted. You didn't need them. And you sure didn't need anybody playing games with your heart. Your intuition told you that you was going to meet somebody else. You just needed to get rid of that trash, that garbage. Somebody who was good on playing games, because if they was doing that shit, then they was never going to stop. And you knew that was going to be the truth. And you knew this person was never going to be the truth. They was never going to tell you the truth, and they was never going to be a good family person. There was always going to be that person that you had to see if you could see what they doing. trying, wonder who they're calling, why they trying to put their phone upside down so you don't see if their phone rings. You didn't want that. You didn't want none of that. This person was not doing an equal give and take with you. And you know what? You had just enough. That's why you had to heal yourself. That's why you started, going within. That's why you started, saying that you didn't want to be with them. If they call you up talking about they wanted some quote unquote special time, you was like, well, I got another headache. Call Sheila, call Beth, call Helen, call Roger, call Otis, call Samuel, whoever, but don't call me. Like I said, this person, they saw you kind of go off to yourself. They saw you, go within. They knew that you was deep in thought. They knew that you was investigating what the fuck they was doing too. But see, they thought that they were so slick you wouldn't be able to figure it out. You figured it out. You figured it all out. It's like you had this dream or something. You had something that told you that they was out there spreading themselves a little too thin. They want to sit there and act like they so passionate. Yeah, okay. Passionate. You knew like this person, even though they were sitting there talking about, I'm going to marry you. You knew that day was never coming. And even if they did try to marry you, you knew it was just going to be a matter of time before they go back to their own ways. Hey, baby Yoda. So why bother? You made a judgment call. You made a judgment call to not believe the hype. You left this person left you drowning in your emotions at one time. And so you had to leave this person in their own emotions, trying to figure themselves out while you protected yourself. Like I said, you knew that you was going to meet somebody that really cared about you, that really wanted to do you right. This is somebody that, you had prayed for. This is somebody that, you could count on. This is somebody that absolutely positively loved you. You didn't have to doubt this. You didn't have to question it. You didn't have to wonder. And see, what happened was, it happened. Somebody offered you their heart. And it was such a shock. It was such a surprise. Like as soon as you left what wasn't working, it's almost like God said, now you're ready. So then, of course, somebody they want to come and get in the middle because they found out what had happened and they were shocked. That's why they want to try and hold you back. They want to try and keep you to them. They want to try and make sure that you don't get yours. But see, you deserve somebody that appreciated you, that loves you, that is not just going to be there to see how, if they can make you cry, if they can make you yearn for them. See, somebody invested their time in the wrong thing, and then something happened. Something changed. Where they was investing their time, it's like things switched. Somebody was no longer the player. Now they was going to be the one that was played with. You was always truthful with this person. You was always solid with this person. You provided this person with more than enough that they could ask for. you know, and for as long as you can remember, you was always loyal. Like I said, you stood 10 toes down. This wasn't a relationship that was built overnight. You spent some time with this person. Like I said, you invested some real time, energy, resources, emotions with this person. You supported this person when there was no one else to support this person. And now this person feels stuck and looking stupid. This person knows that you're about to have a real winner come in. They know it's just a matter of time that somebody's coming in that's going to ready to rock your world. This is why now when they go to sleep, they sleep with a pillow over their head just so they make sure they can't hear somebody saying, Hercules, Hercules. Because they don't want to hear that. See, like I said, this person, they was all in their ego. They thought that they was going to have the pick of the litter. Like they wanted to have you fighting over them. Fighting over what? Now this person is sitting here trying to plan how they're going to get over this broken heart. You know, because they see that this player just ain't a player no more. Now they want to bring you your flowers. Now they're talking about they ready to settle down. But the word is on the street. And what you heard and what you saw, they was somebody just like them, but just a little bit worse. Hey, Robert. Somebody is just a little bit worse than they was. You know, you thought that you had to check and see where they was at in the beginning. Now this person, they can't go to the bathroom without asking permission because that person who they with is like, where you going? I'm going to the bathroom. Do you mind? Leave the door open. I want to hear what you got to do. I'm going to make sure you ain't using your phone in there. This is somebody who this person can, whoever this player thought he was somebody who he can't even take a shower with the shower curtain closed. He got to take a shower with the shower curtain open because that person want to make sure he ain't using his phone. If he going to the corner store to get gas, she going to. If he talking on the phone to his mama, she want them to put it on speakerphone so she can make sure A, that you talking to your mama, B, I want to hear what the fuck you talking about, and C, I want to make sure you ain't talking about me. He can't even hang out with his boys no more unless she go. And then the boys can only talk about certain things. What's the message, Spirit? So he getting what he paid for. He thought he was so good. He thought he was getting the best. No, the best of a headache. Yeah. See, this player now, they want to appreciate your heart. Now, like I said, they want to come back. They want to, baby, please, please, please. You know, this person is writing you letters, writing you love notes, trying to send you emails on the slide, talking about how they change, how they want to be in your presence, how they want to have a family with you. But you have already made your decision. You already said, fuck all that. Please get off my damn phone. Please stop emailing me. Please go on with your life. And tell Helen that I said good luck. Or should I say good luck with you being with Helen? Because she ain't going nowhere no time soon. And she ain't going to let him go nowhere no time soon. Him and them playaways got him stuck. And he learning a lesson about all that ego and that pride, how he thought he was just out doing the damn thing. Oh, he learning a big lesson. A lesson he'll never forget. Hey, Beatrice, how are you, sweetie? He won't ever forget that shit. Hey, Addie, how are you? But this is what his ass get. This is a lesson learned. This is a lifetime lesson learned. You know, and if he's lucky, she too old to have kids. Because if she's of childbearing age, oh, he is not feeling it at all. But she is. She planning that shit. You know, he with the type of person that if he says something underneath his breath, she gonna backhand him right in his damn mouth. His friends gonna be like, man, damn. See, he was beating up on your heart, but she beating up on him. What's the message, Spirit? She is bitter. He better not let her catch him trying to talk to you. All hell gonna break loose. See, I'm telling you, and here it is that he know God about to bless you with your wish come true, baby. God is about to bless you with your wish come true because you took the time to heal yourself. You took the time to do whatever it was that you needed to do. And while somebody out there playing all these types of games, trying to make all these little types of whatever, you sitting there doing, taking care of you. They didn't think about that part. They didn't see that one coming. Oh well. Just like they don't see that, they didn't see that first backhand coming. Now this brother the type like if she getting ready to yawn, oh, he like this. She like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. He don't sound so confident anymore. He don't sound happy anymore. He don't sound happy-go-lucky anymore. Now he know luck is gone. And I'm telling you, he just knew. He just knew he was going to be with you. He knew that he was going to win in the end. All he won was the fact that he can't wait to croak, to kick the bucket. You know, this is somebody who's like, damn, how I end up with that? Yeah, it's something about this. I'm telling you, this person is trying to work on what he could say. What he can say to try and get you back. What he can say to try and have you give him a second chance. Not a damn thing. He trying to think, well, maybe he can lie and say he won the lottery or something. No. His ass know it's just over. And he's feeling every part of it. Every part of it. His life came to an, it was like he felt the ground beneath him move. He saw the clouds open up, and when you left, the clouds opened up and it immediately started raining on him. He got zapped by lightning. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the same spot. And he was moving around. He got zapped. He heard that lightning, crack-ow, crack-ow. And he like trying to duck and dodge and bob and weave. That lightning was like, no, motherfucker, I got you. Yes. That's when he knew all that passion, all that catting around, all that thinking he free, he can come and go as he please. Now it's just, he got to go. There ain't no more coming back. He just got to go. That wheel of fortune is turned so fast out of his favor. He got vertigo. He was like, oh, what the fuck is going on? I'm telling you, he didn't see this coming because he was thinking that you was going to, when he was 92 and finally said, I'm ready to settle down, you was going to be like, oh, baby, I'm just so happy that you finally settling down with me because I've been waiting. Fuck that. He sure the fuck didn't see this shit coming. He should have opened up his eye. He should have took this blindfold off. He should have been well aware that, you know what? You was getting ready to be blessed with somebody much better. Somebody that was already a mature. Somebody that knew what they had. Somebody that had already been through that shit. Now somebody looking at themselves, rubbing their head, realizing that they was a headache and what they got was a headache. Knowing they can't make a move without somebody investigating where they went. They got to report how many squares of toilet paper they used each time they went. I mean, it's bad. Hey, K Hypsee, how are you? Hey, LP, you say on point, huh? Yes, this person just didn't realize all that time that they spent fucking you over. They spent all that time caging themselves in. They was eventually going to meet somebody just like them. And this person, she liked to fight. She liked to fight. She for her, a good date for her is going down to the boxing gym. You know, where they train fighters and putting on the gloves, seeing who can win. That's fun. And then after that, after she finished whooping your ass, then she want to go out for drinks so she can get all liquored up. And then after she liquored up, then she want to pick a fight about some shit that happened 3 weeks ago that you thought that you settled 2 weeks ago, only to find out that she's bringing it back up. And she more pissed off now than she was then. Somebody they was planning on, being with you. They was planning on, they said, they was planning on being with you. They didn't know that you was going to opt to be single and not be single. Hold the fuck back from them. It's almost like you brought up to them everything that they said to you, everything that they did. It's like and this person was like mad, like, did you roll all that shit down? You was like, no, because it was on February 3rd of 2022. Whenever you did this, you said this. Then on February 16th, then on March the 9th, then on March the 23rd, then you double back on March the 24th, then on April 1st, because you thought that shit was funny. You talk about some April Fools to you too, fool. Yeah, you wrote all that shit down, and even you didn't write it down physically, you remembered that shit, because each and every time that shit did something to your heart. Hey, Karo, how are you? Hi, the Divine Oracle, how are you? Yes, squares of toilet paper, honey. Yes. Somebody got to be accountable for each and every second of their day. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yeah, somebody. And you know what? And it's bad because this person feel like he afraid to go home. He afraid to go home because he don't know what's going to happen. He really want to leave, but he afraid to do that too because he's not too sure if she done put a tracking device on his car, in his butthole, whatever. He afraid to leave. He's afraid to leave. And then on top of that, he afraid what she gonna say. You know what? And then on top of that, he's afraid that she gonna try and say some type of curse over him. He's afraid. Oh well, we sure do hate it. Not really, but it is what it is. What it is. It is what it is. I mean, you get what you put out there. You get what you put out there. You put out shit, guess what you gonna get? Stinkier shit. You put out craziness, what you gonna get? Something cray. What's the message? What's the message? Yeah, see, somebody sees something totally different now. They see they should have sat down a long time ago. A long time ago. That way they could have won with you. They could have been with you. They could have had who they really wanted to have. They see they should have sat their ass the fuck down long ass time ago. They shouldn't have had it so that you know what you were sitting there having to defend yourself only to have somebody else come in and take the place of where they sleeping on their side of the bed. They shouldn't have done all that. Now they understand the error of their own ways. Now they understand that they was not that damn slick. Now they understand that they was not even that damn sexy. Shit. You made this person feel good about themselves, but who they got now? We just call her. Oh, what was Norbert's wife? What was it? Respucia. Yeah, Respucia. Respucia don't play. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? See, he feel like a fool too. He had a diamond, a straight up diamond worth $1 million. Traded it in for an old dirty penny that he found in the gutter. He feel like a fool. Feel like a fool. His entire life has changed. And so has yours. You know, his entire life has changed and so has yours. Yours has changed for the better. You getting everything that you wanted. You know, and the partnership, the money, the land. You even got you a horse. You know, all your wishes and dreams coming true. You know, you got everything that you wanted. This person, this is what he got. Respucia. And then he gotta act like he happy with her. He can't even act like he can't even be true to himself to show that he having a bad day. He gotta act like he happy with her. If he don't, oh, it's on. He better go ahead and put them boxing gloves on. Put that Vaseline underneath his eyes or something. Because it's on. She ain't gonna let it. And then he even tried to psych her out, talking about some let's not go to bed anger. She said, okay, fair enough. So he thought one time that, you know, they had settled some shit, only to find out that he hear her in the kitchen, only to get up and find out she making some hot grits because she was getting ready to zap his ass. He was like, no. I'm telling you, this dude, he is upset about everything. He every morning when he wake up, he's like, dear God, please tell her I'm so sorry for mistreating her, for not honoring her. Respucia, like, do I hear you in there talking to yourself again? Don't make me have to come up in there. He like, no, I'm singing, baby. What's the message? Yeah. He don't know what's going to happen. He don't think he going to make it. We don't either, but oh, well, I'm telling you, he don't think it. See, he didn't gave the deed to the wrong one, the right one, and the wrong one who was all wrapped up in that same one. His life done changed overnight, baby. Overnight. And he's still thinking about the day that you walked away and you was like, I'm gone, motherfucker. Good luck. And so he was like, you know what? Bump her. I don't need her. Let me call my baby Respucia. She was like, I'm coming, baby. And ever since then, she ain't left. She got a monitoring device on him. Ever since then, his feelings been in the gutter. Been in the gutter. His money been funny. All that shit. And he dare not play around on her. Oh, he dare not play around on that one. He remembered the story about Lorena Bobbitt. He said, no, I'm not. He like, and she talking about we getting married in 3 weeks. He was like, what? We getting married in 3 weeks. You ain't hear me? He was like, oh no, I heard you. Yeah. I heard you, baby. Hey, Jesus Christ, Son of Man, how are you? He like, no. I heard you. Hey, Letitia. He like talking to his friends. He like, man, I don't know what to do. They was like, well, shit, whatever you do not invite us because we ain't coming. You on your own with this shit. You are on your own. What's the message, Spirit? His mama like, I told you, Ninja with the hard R, don't ring my phone again. Love you more. You know? Don't nobody want to be bothered with him. Don't know want to be, and everybody afraid of her. Shit. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Yeah. Everybody's afraid of her because she liked to fight. I told you, for her, a perfect date night is going to that boxing gym, strapping on them gloves, and saying, may the best one win. I'm hearing that song, everybody was kung fu fighting. Yeah. I'm hearing that song. So you know. Oh well. Bottom of the deck. Oh, somebody feels so damn stressed. Oh, because all these damn lies. They got themselves in this position and they cannot stand thinking about you. And they had to just get rid of their social media pages because every time they looked at your shit, here you and he is sitting here all cuddled up, looking all happy and shit, talking about some, yeah, we having another love child and we even adopted a dog and a little cat and all this other bullshit. We on our way on a trip. You know, we going to Paris this time, y'all. And they know, and he know because when you call that judgment, when you call judgment on his ass, that's the day his life changed. For the worse. Hey, light worker William, how are you? I'm telling you. Somebody like thinking that they should have went within a long time ago and stopped acting so damn immature. You know, they should have stopped with all that shit. Cause then they could have went down the aisle with you, but instead they sitting there watching you and him traveling and shit. Oh, all because somebody thought that they was the game master. They was like the rockets, the sock 'em to 'em. Yeah, they played themselves with that love stick. Talking about, I got the magic stick. Oh, if I could do it once, I could do it twice. Yeah, they got the magic stick, all right. That magic stick has got Rasputia all wrapped up in her head and ready to fight for that shit. They know that they did it to themselves. They see everything clearly. Hey, Helga, how are you, sweetie? Yes, like I said, they got to act like they happy. They have to act like they happy. You know, and then the person that you got with, oh, they feel like their life is complete. They can't stand that shit either. Hey, Jazzy Jazz, they feel like, damn it. At least let the brother go out a little bit. At least let the brother step out a little bit. I mean, this is like you got, when you left this motherfucker, you got somebody like Russell Wilson, honey. Somebody that just adores you. Ooh, shit. This person, they would even be happy if they was just single. But now they thought that they was gonna be the one that got you. They thought that they like the sun just was shining on them, only to find out this is them in their head crying, up at night, biting their pillow. They don't want her to hear it. Because if she hear him crying, oh, it's over. It's gonna be a fight. He don't want the cops to come out to his house no more. That's the whole thing. He tired. The police are tired of coming out. The police are tired of having to rustle her up off of him. You know, the police is tired of that. They said, listen, next time, and he's like, I don't want it to be next time. They said us either. It took 3 of us to get her up off of you. Ninja with a hard R, shut your ass the fuck up. We ain't never been out to nobody's house this much. Somebody just, and you know what? He had the nerve to think that you was going to come back one time and apologize to his ass. Apologize about what? God was telling you, God and your ancestors was telling you to run. Run like hell. Get the hell up out of there. Even your intuition said to get the hell up out of there because you intuitively knew you had something better coming for you. Somebody that loved you. So what did you do? You ran the fuck on. Just like your intuition, your past over loved ones, and God said to do. That was like, get out of here. And then that's when Respucia came. She was like, you ain't got to worry, baby. I'm right here. You ain't going nowhere. As long as I'm here, you ain't got to worry about a thing. If that don't sound threatening, I don't know what the fuck does. The thing is, old boy did not know. See, he know now. Now he got a clue. He didn't know that somebody was going to come in and sweep you off your feet that was loving, kind, gentle. That was like, baby, let me brush your hair and all that other bullshit. Let me crack the toe, the corns on your feet. All that shit. You know, I'm gonna put some more rose petals in your bathwater. He didn't know that shit was getting ready to happen to you. He thought that you was gonna be lucky to find somebody half the man that he was, not triple the man that he is. Shit. Hey, J Mike, how are you? Yeah. See, he was hoping that this man would hold back, and not be all that he's, that he could be. This man loves you. He ain't afraid to show it. He's courageous. He's staying 10 toes down. He's polite. He's a gentleman. He's all that shit. And here he is, this player just sitting here looking, realizing that he stuck his own swords in his own ass and got his own self caught the fuck up with his lies and his games and his secrets. Thinking about how back in the day, whenever he confirmation back in the day when he felt like he was getting away with his player ways, only to find out he was going to meet somebody that was a little bit worse than him that liked to fight and was good at whooping his ass. Yeah, that's when he realized his idea, his thoughts, his dreams, his goals of being this family with you, that shit was over. His ass is out in the cold. Out in the cold. He just did not see that he was going to have to, possibly get in a witness protection program or something to try and hide from who he was with. Hey, Sagittarius goddess, how are you? He just did not see that shit, but he see it now. Oh, well, if he like it, we love it. Now somebody see that what he should have did was work on himself, as opposed to out kicking it with all these hoes, trying to send all these private messages, Oh, well, what's the message, Spirit? Hello, Canada. What's the message? What you say? 14-inch combat boots, huh? Damn, what you say? How late am I? About 45 minutes late. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Sit. Sasha, I'm not playing with you. Sit down. What did I say? What did I say? Good girl. Yep. Now somebody he's sitting there thinking about you, wondering about you, wondering if you and him still together, wondering if he can come in and cause some type of problem so he feel like he got to defend your honor. No. Because you still turned your back on him. Yeah. Even if he did cause a problem, you still be like, I don't want you to defend shit because I don't feel like fighting Respucia over you. I'm not doing all that shit. What's the message? Thank you, Robert. Yeah. You done already closed that chapter, closed that cycle, locked the door, threw away the key. Not only threw away the key, you flushed that motherfucker down the world toilet. There is no plumbing that shit back up. He should have saw this shit happening a long time ago. As opposed to now he want to see some shit. Now because he all stressed, because he see that he brought that on himself. Because that wheel of fortune didn't turned in your favor and all that shit, all these player ways that he was investing in, all that did was just get him caught up. That was it. Now he thinking about the long term, how he gonna be sad for the long term. Oh well, he upset because he didn't fumble the whole earth angel. He done fumbled the bag, baby. He done fumbled a Fendi bag, and he got him a ripped plastic grocery bag. That's it. And that sucker is ripped. Once that plastic ripped, you may as well just carry that shit in your hand. Not unless you putting like cotton balls or something don't weigh nothing up in there. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, and hi, Angel Light Tarot. How are you? Other than that, it is a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah, he didn't want to see the old girls no more. He don't even want to be bothered no more. He afraid. He's afraid because if who find out, it's gonna be a what. And she ain't afraid to bite. She ain't afraid to use her nails. She ain't afraid to kick somebody in their shin. He feel like he got to wear a cup just to go to sleep. Yes. He remember what it was like with you, all peaceful and shit. How you used to give to him. How you used to say all these nice things. How you used to give him nice presents and shit. And here his ass was holding back from you, and you were a whole empress. You was the best thing that ever happened to him. The best thing. And you used to tell him the truth. Sasha, get over here. Hold on, y'all. Let me get her. All right, I had to put her in the garage. She's on punishment. She is on punishment. Yes. The best thing, and you telling the truth about everything. Whether he wanted to hear it or not. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Yes, his whole life has changed. That wheel of fortune, I'm telling you, what he remembers, he don't remember none of that now. It's almost like, you know how you like there's that saying, going from rags to riches. He went from riches to rags. He went from Miss Universe to the cracker hole. You know? Now he just want peace in his life. That's it. That's it. Now he just want peace in his life. He want to apologize, but he's afraid to reach out to you. He's afraid to say anything to you, because if he say anything to you, then he may end up with another damn black eye. You know, and his boss done told him don't come to work with another damn black eye unless he want to lose his job. You know, and he tried to explain to his boss the last time it wasn't his fault that Respucia had jumped on him. He said he don't give a shit because he don't want her coming back up there either. Because it took, the police at least had tasers for her. They ain't got that shit up there. His boss said don't bring that ass, don't bring that shit to work no damn more. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Marcia, how are you? You know, everybody's turning their back on this joke. Everybody's turning their back. Don't want to be bothered. Nobody want to be bothered. Everybody afraid of her. Yes. Now somebody wondering why they didn't grow up. You know, he actually want to send out a message, but he wondering if you'll accept the message. You know, will you report him to Respucia? What's going to happen? You know, but the message that, you know, he just want to be happy. He want to come home, you know, but he had to, you know, or can she help him get on his feet or something? He willing to be single, you know, but he's afraid that you was just going to look at the message and still have your back turned. He's afraid that message is somehow going to get leaked out and somebody going to find out about it, you know, and how he doesn't know how he will be able to protect himself, especially against you know who. Yes. Yeah, boy, he never thought that this day was going to come. He never thought this day was going to come, but it's here. And he got to deal with that shit. What's the message? Anything else? Anything else? See, careful how you treat people. You know, and then on top of that, shit, she lie about every damn thing. Everything. And then challenge him to tell her she lying. She lied about everything. And then challenge him to be like, call me a motherfucker. Call me a motherfucker lie. I told you. She don't work. Like I said, she don't tell the truth about shit. You could ask her, how was your day? She say it was good, and you know that she was lying. That mean if she say it was a good day, that mean she getting ready to pop off later that night. And then, like I said, she done already told him they getting married and ain't shit that he can do about it. Ain't a damn thing he can do. She want him to tell her no. She like, I dare you to tell me no. I double dare you to tell me no, motherfucker. He crying. He crying over you. He is crying over you. You know, if you see somebody walking around the street and all they got is snot coming out their damn nose, past that, you know how it go around the lip and right here and it's about to drip off, that's his ass. That's it. Don't offer him shit because he brought this shit on himself. But that, just so you know, that is his ass. Just look at him. Take a picture and send it to me. Post it in the community, on the community board, because we want to see his ass. What's the message, Spirit? We want to see exactly who this ass is. What's the message, Spirit? Exactly. That's what he chose. Sagittarius got us a damn. I know that's right. What's the message? Yes. Yep. They couldn't see that you was a whole star by yourself, baby. Couldn't see you as a whole star. And now seeing, he should have respected you. He should have held you. He should have held you. He should have tried to build with you, as opposed to telling you all this bullshit that got him caught up. Mm-mm-mm. He thought that he was being slick. He thought he was getting what he really wanted by sneaking out and getting with all these different girls. That ain't what he wanted at all. He realized that now. That is not what he wanted at all. What's the message, Spirit? What else? Anything else? Anything else? Just this. Lord have mercy. That's all I got to say. And now he don't think that it's good to be rolling around with everybody now. And some people, it takes them getting from the right relationship going to the wrong relationship for them to figure out that they had the best thing. Hopefully he's not getting boxed around. But damn, if he is, and that's his business. I ain't getting in the middle of that if she can fight like that. I don't see nothing. I don't say nothing. I'll be like, if I see him on the street, I'll be like, is that a squirrel over there? What kind of squirrel is that? Is that a brown squirrel or is that a dark brown squirrel? Yeah, you won't see me getting in the middle of that. I can't fight. I can talk tough, but yeah, no, I can't fight. I'm too old. Shit. See, he should have been laser focused. He should have been always willing to listen to the truth. He should have gotten the flow of life to reach his highest potential and get out of the ugly emotional trap of, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. And this could be like something that he learned from his family. This could have been one of those things that, he saw his great granddaddy do it, his granddaddy do it, his daddy do it, his uncles do it, his brothers do it. And that's why maybe he did it. Or whatever. Somebody was getting some karma. And they realizing now that you had pure intentions. And not only that, but your cutoff game is strong, baby. Your cutoff game is strong. He done called you. You done had 127 missed calls, 45 new messages, and then deleted the voicemails. See, he did a lot behind the scenes. A lot. And only to find out he was somebody that is green with envy. Somebody, he had a distorted view of what a relationship really was. And like we said, God said run. God won't even allow that shit. And whenever you rely only on God, he gives you favor. See, somebody thought that they had something, because maybe they had a nice car, maybe they had nice clothes or something. But see, the material does not complete you. Somebody should have read the room, or at least read the type of energy that was in that room. They would have found out that is not the person that you want to be with. In fact, you know what? Anybody that wants to spread themselves so thin like that, that's just uncouth. That's really just nasty. It's like there's too much shit out there to be doing all that, right? Even if you are, using protection, it's like, yeah, don't nobody want to be with the town hoe. Nobody. Not unless you are a hoe. Then I guess it don't matter. See, Home is where the heart is. Well, he's home with Respucia now. That's why he's having this whole mental conflict. He don't know which way is up and which way is down. He having a whole mental conflict. Something about his fifth house of pleasure and romance. Oh well, so much for that shit. You know, you need to be looking at his 14th house of fighting. What else? What else, Spirit? What else? I hope he's at least in some shape. Shit. See, I'm telling you, he want to come back. He want to come back. But see, you see the fake in others. So you saw how he was being fake. You know that he ain't nothing but a lost soul. And when, the trash took itself out, this person need to invest in some therapy. He need to look at trying to love themselves. I'm telling you, somebody, and Respucia was trying to track him. I'm telling you. She was like, yeah, you go on down that street, you get you a soda, and you come right back. Because I know how long it's going to take you. Go. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? And here you are spiritually tapped in. Yep. They lied to you. They lied in spiritual court. See, this person who thought they were so smart, they Einstein with a dunce cap. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Hey, Josie. Oh, yeah, Respucia. Confirmation shit. And if your name is Respucia and you happen to be watching this, I'm not talking about you, girl. I'm talking about somebody else. Yeah. It's all love over here. What's the message? What is the message? What's the message? Anything else? Anything else? Nope. I think, okay. Yeah, see, somebody got a whole new understanding of the word friends. Because at one point, he used to say Respucia and him were just friends. Now he like, no, that's the devil. This person, they hope you call. They hope you call. They really do. Because they know that you have nothing but peace, love, and light in your heart. And they so confused right now. They don't know why they did what they did. They just know they did some dumb shit. That was it. That was it. They don't know why they did what they did. They just know that was the dumbest shit they've ever done. And the secret is out. Damn. Yes, indeed. And in fact, this entire online community is talking about this. Calling him an old ass fool. Damn. And Respucia could be like, somebody's sister who steals or something. Damn. The whole online community is calling that person an old ass fool. Damn, that's got to be embarrassing. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Nope, I guess that's it. All right, y'all. See, now they realize they ain't about that life. But oh well. Let's go ahead and swing the pendulum. Then I'm going to check on my dog. I don't know if she got overheated or what. But she looked like she was about to. So I was like, in the garage. All right, think of your question. Okay. And the answer is yes. Yep, the answer is yes. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate you so very much. I love y'all even more. Tomorrow is Friday. Let's be happy that it's Friday. And remember, if you see that person walking down the street crying with the snot coming out their nose, around the lip, and about to drip off the chin, kindly snap a picture, put it in the community section because we all want to see. Have a wonderful evening. I love you all, and we will see each other in the morning. Good night.